Hey guys, welcome back. Well, I'm back to repacking wheel bearings. And this here is my, well, I think I've told you I've got two big crumblers. This is actually the newer one. As you can see, it's got the bigger wheels, much better concept than the small ones like what the older one I got has. But under Firth 1225. And I'll show you, if you remember seeing when I was putting bearings in the other baskets on the older one, it had the little small 1-inch lock collar. This here has the regular big bearing. A whole lot better concept. And so, but I just got the hubcap popped off this one here. I don't have enough room to be able to unfold it, so I've already repacked that one right there. And now I'm working on this here is on the left wing, this here is on the right wing. And yeah, we're getting, well, it looks pretty dry in there actually. Get that cotter key straightened out, or sometimes when you straighten them, they actually end up breaking on you. Got a little light rain coming down also. Up there, that one snapped. No shock there. Try and get that tail piece straightened up. All right, got the cotter key out. For right now, I'm just going to take and put that right there in the hubcap. It's kind of tricky having to work up here, up in the air like this. That castle nut wasn't very tight either. But like you saw me here, it's been about a week and a half ago, I got all the bearings on the big disc called the wheel bearings repacked, and so that's done. I want to do it on this crumbler, and then also on the older one. I want to repack the wheel bearings on it as well. However, on that one, I'm probably going to have to wait until warmer weather, because it's got some cracks in some areas on the frame I want to hit with the welder, and so I actually need to be able to sit outside and back up here, have the door open, that kind of stuff, to be able to do all that. And there's the front bearing. Yeah, you can see we're getting pretty dry, so they need to be repacked. But I'll get this here pulled off and we'll be good to go. Start checking it out. Let's see here, what do we got? Almost looks like that's had some moisture into it. You can kind of see the discoloration in the grease. Looks like it's had water in there. But we'll get that back bearing knocked out. This hub here is different compared to the disc. If you saw on the disc, it's got the grease seal that goes onto the spindle, then the hub goes over it. This one here, the grease seal presses into the back of the hub and actually holds the back bearing in place. And so I've got a new bearing on hand for this one right here, and I've got some more bearings on order coming. And so I may be able to pick up one more grease seal, not bearing. And because when you knock them out like that, it generally messes the seal up. But I've got one seal on hand, and I may be able to pick up another one tomorrow morning. And then I should have 3 more, hopefully coming in on order next week sometime. We'll have to wait and see. All right, guys. I got the grease seal knocked out of the back of that hub. Right there it is. There's the new one. They just sit right back there like that. You know what? They sent down the wrong one. Huh. Well, that's not going to work. Well, let me see here. They sent down two more. I actually get these through Napa Auto Parts. Thing is, of the design of these two, I don't really care for too much. But let me see. This one here is a little bit different. It's got that little ring stuck out there, which on this crumbler would work. Let me find out about the other one. The other one is definitely kind of an odd design. It's got that metal lip stuck out there like that. Let's see about that one. And that one's too small diameter. Okay, well that rules out 2 of them. I prefer this style right here. They're flat across the face. But on this crumbler, this one here's got kind of like a double edge internally right there. And it does fit into the back of it. Like I said, a little rubber ring. In fact, I could actually take a box cutter knife and actually cut that off. I don't actually like those because they can actually tend to hold dirt instead of repelling dirt away. You know what? That right there just might work instead. Okay. Well, at least I can get this one here put back together anyway. And I will have to return these here back. In fact, that one right there, I'm going to have to call and cancel that order. One nice thing with Napa is that they take and they have a delivery route that they run twice a day, morning and afternoon, 5 days a week, and so that makes it really nice. But okay, right there's that bearing. I've already pushed the grease through it, and if you saw my disc video that I did repacking wheel bearings on the disc, exact same thing, no different. Well, I talked to Napa, and they've got 4 more of these seals here coming. They call it like a rubber casing type seal because it's got like a rubber casing on it. But I had to run over to the other shed and use the press. I got it pressed in, works good. And so, right there's the front bearing. I'll just go ahead and grab video of that as well. But just like I did on my disc, drop it down in there, put it in the vise, And done deal. You probably can't see much of it. I can hardly see it, and you probably can't really see it at all on camera. Well, I can see the grease coming out of it. That's what counts. Okay, that's got it. I'll say one thing, this little packer sure is handy. Alright, right there it is. You got the grease shoved right through it. That's the nice thing with these things. Alright, let's get this hub put back on the spindle. And just like that. Take a look back here. Yeah, that. Now that grease seal works just fine, no problem. Get that little bearing dug out of the packer. I always like to take a little extra grease and run around on the outside of it. Bearing that small, it don't take a whole lot. Generally, for a bigger bearing, I'll just take and get grease right out of the regular little tub of grease that I use. But for this little small guy, no big deal. Okay, there we are. Drop in like that, done deal. Now we are ready for the washer. And that castle nut's down there somewhere. There we go. All right, now I just got to grab my crescent wrench. Well, after I clean my fingers off, bump that castle nut down just a little bit more. It's not going to take much. In fact, right there on that notch, it's actually lined up to the cotter keyhole. Going to take and add a little preload. And it's got to go a little bit farther there. We're just got to watch it don't get too tight. But you want a little bit of bearing preload on that. Usually what I like to do is take and tighten it down. And then back it off. Right there are way too tight. Okay, there's got the cotter keyhole lined up. I think what it's doing is that grease seal back there is just the way it kind of runs around. It's got to get kind of broke in. But other than that, though, I think we're good to go. Looks good, feels good. Go ahead and grab that cotter key. As long as the cotter key is good, I just reuse it. Yeah, kind of take and tap him in, job done. Well, besides putting the hubcap back onto it and the tire. But that's pretty simple. There we go. Guess I should have grabbed my hammer, that way I could smack it and knock that little tab back, but that right there worked. Kind of acts like the ear is up on something there on that key. But anyway, the hubcap will go over it. That's what I want. Now the fun part. Getting my tire back up on here. And I got a watch sitting on the bottom tire. It wants to roll also. Let's see what we can do. Not too bad. Hop right in. Perfect. I always like to take and put a little never sees on the threads. That way nothing hangs up or freezes up also. That definitely makes a big difference. All right, that's got it. 2 wheels done, 4 more to go. So take care, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.